All right, everybody. We have part two here in Chandler Rivers. Reminder, if you'd like to ask a question, please use the raise hand function. And Connor, if you want to get us started, go ahead.
Hey Chandler, thanks for joining us this morning. If you could kind of generally update us on where the defense is 2 weeks through fall camp, what have you liked and what are some things to maybe clean up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're in a great spot right now. I feel like with the transfers we brought in, that they're learning the defense at a fast pace. The younger freshmen that came in, they're also learning the defense at a fast pace. Like we're all rising to a level that's going to be good for us in this coming season. So I'm excited to see what this defense can do this year, honestly. So
How much of the how much of it compared to last year is like, I guess if I can start over with this question, compared to last year, how further along are you as a defense, where you were maybe 2 weeks through
yeah.
fall camp last year?
Oh, okay, yeah. I would say like year two in a scheme in general is always good. So I mean, as far as from this year compared to last year, like we understand the defense more in depth. Like we know like what our team is trying to get out of our defense, like what are they trying to attack us at. So we know like what we gotta be aware of. So I feel like we're in a great place right now with knowing that and learning the ins and outs of the defense.
Runjan, go ahead.
Hey, kind of following up on that, Chandler, were there obviously you guys had a lot of success last year as a unit, but was there anything in particular that you guys have been focusing on this offseason that you want to improve specifically this year, just entirely as a unit?
Yeah, I'd say just playing complementary football, like the rush getting home, the secondary covering, and just playing complementary football like that, and just honing on our techniques. Because at the end of the day, like our coach trusts us to like play this certain technique, and we trust our technique and play our technique to our best ability, we're gonna be fine. So that's been the biggest thing this offseason.
And then an off the field question. I know earlier this summer you hosted your More Than an Athlete camp for the third year in a row back home in Beaumont. What was kind of the idea behind that camp, and ha has it been kind of everything you've envisioned over these past few years?
I mean, it started my freshman year after the season. Me and my dad was just talking, and then he was like, "You ever thought about throwing a camp?" And I was like, "Yeah, I feel like that's a goal for like in the future." I never saw anybody ever do a camp while they were still in college, better yet a freshman. So, and he was like, "Why not try it?" So then we tried it out. We gave it a shot the first year, and it's been pretty good. I feel like the first year we had probably like 50 people, and this past year we had close to 200 people show up to the camp. So like it's just been growing throughout the past 3 years, and just thanks to the sponsors that we've gained throughout the years, and just all the support we've got, just to give back to my hometown, my city. So it's been pretty good.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Anna, go ahead.
Hi, Chandler. I know a few weeks into fall camp, couple weeks away from season opener. I just wanted to ask what newcomers, freshmen have really, stood out to you and kind of made an impact.
Uh, I'm gonna say for one, the transfer of Caleb Weaver. Yeah, he's taking a big step in like a leadership role on the defense, being a safety, and then like two freshmen that I'm very excited about in the secondary is Makai Jones, and we call him Juice, but yeah, his last name is Pelachata. So yeah, we like him. I like him too a lot, honestly, in the secondary wise. And then we got Will Felder that's coming a long way. So I mean, I'm excited about a lot of the young guys that are like I expect a lot of young guys to do things this year.
Where did the Juice nickname come from, or did he come with it?
I,
If you can't say, it's okay.
Honestly, I don't know where it came from. I just heard a few people in his position room calling him Juice, so we just all like the whole team call him Juice now. So
Thank you.
Royal, go ahead.
Chandler, we know last week Cooper spoke on the whole narrative of iron sharpening iron throughout practices. Can you talk about just what have you seen from him? We see all the videos on Instagram of him kind of mossing the DBs and stuff like that. But like, how has it been like just one-on-one battles? You all kind of testing each other, getting you all ready for week one.
yeah, Coop's a dog. Coop is a dog. That's one thing I can say. Coop is a dog, and I feel like he brings something different to this team that we haven't saw in a long time. And I going against him every day, going against Samir Hagens every day. Andrew Anthony every day. Like just going against them guys is getting us better day in and day out. And honestly, like we feel like we have the best receiving room in the country. And we also feel like we have the potential to have the best secondary in the country. So just us going against each other every day, we're all working to a common goal just to get this team wins and get this team where we want to go.
To piggyback off that, all the preseason hype. You're almost on every watch list around the country. But where are you at mentally and physically going into week one, knowing that you still have work to do, you still a dog on the field, but you still have progression to get yourself better in regards to the season.
I'd say the biggest thing is just falling back on our standards. I know Coach Diaz talked about this with us as a team a few days ago, maybe a few weeks ago, actually. It's just like falling back on your standards and just being you every day, like sticking true to whatever you believe in. And so I feel like the outside hype is really just all outside expectations of me. That's not really like it's something I'm really like hanging my hat on or whatever, just believing all of that, this and that. I just feel like I just gotta keep putting the work in every day. Like being the same person I was last year, consistent, being myself, that's gonna give me everything I want to get and just keep being a leader on this team and like a leader to the younger guys, that's gonna help me get wherever I want to get. So
Thanks, Chandler.
thank you.
Tom, go ahead.
Hey Chandler, you've carved out a reputation pretty early in your career as a great cover guy. Obviously, there's a transition from high school athletes to Division I college. Walk us through that transition and how you picked it up. So, what was the key to picking it up? And
What was the end of that question? You kind of went out some.
just how did you pick up the transition from high school to college, Division I cover guy? And what was the key for you?
I'll say the biggest thing is just film watching, like understanding that the college game is much more faster and like everybody's Division I athlete, so everything's much more elite. So I feel like was like the biggest change for me from going from high school to college. So
But how did you adapt to it?
yeah, I say just film watching, just trusting my training, trusting my technique, trusting what the coach was telling me, honestly.
And to follow up on that, when you get a good reputation as a good cover the quarterback goes the other way. So you're involved in less plays. Is that good or bad?
Oh, yeah, we went out again. What'd you say?
So if the quarterback respects you, he's going to go to the other side of the field. So
hmm
you're involved in less plays. Is that good or bad?
I feel like it's a respect thing, but I feel like people who do that this year, we got some good corners on the other side too. So I'm excited to see that.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, that kind of Tom gave me a good lead in. I want to ask you about the other side of the field. It's your position group. It's you and a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. How are they coming along? Who's standing out? And how are you? I assume there's a mentor-mentee relationship. How are you evolving as a mentor? Is that something that comes naturally to you, or something you've kind of had to learn?
I'll say that's something I really had to learn. Like going into this last year, being the oldest in the room, because I never really was the oldest in the room. Because like in the past years, we've always brought somebody in older, so I never really felt the need to like be like the leader of the room. So this year, I've really took a lot for me to like learn this year. So I feel like the young guys that I do feel like that's gonna step up this year, like Landon Callahan, Vontae Floyd, Kamari Robinson, like those are a few guys that I feel like have really stepped up this fall camp so far. I'm excited to see what they do this year. So.
Okay, thanks.
Go ahead, Lorenzo.
Hey Chandler, so Darian Mintz is obviously new to you guys, but just like how competitive have you seen Darian on the football field? And do you feel like that there's a part of you that you have to raise your game another level when you're going against somebody of that caliber?
Yeah, 100%. Like he's a great quarterback. Like we of course we didn't know about him too much coming in, but like once he's got here, like he's kind of made his mark on the team that he's not to be played with. Like he's one of them good guys. So I mean, I love going against him every day. Like I really do. Like his placement, his accuracy, like it's elite. So I feel like I got the best of both worlds. Got the best wide receivers to go against, and I got the best quarterback to throw them the ball. So I feel like I'm getting iron sharper iron, like I said earlier. So.
Absolutely. And then another notable transfer is Jaden Francois, who came over from Utah State. I know Jaden pretty well because I've seen him like lock down offenses in the Mountain West.
Mhm.
How talented is Jaden, and how much have you seen him pick up the defense?
Yeah, that's another guy that picked up the defense really fast. Like he allows us to do a lot of things that we probably couldn't do in the past. So I'm also excited to see how he plays this year, how everything comes along for him. But he's a dog for sure.
Go ahead, Connor.
Janet, to go back a couple questions. You mentioned the younger guys coming along in the room. I felt like last year Kamari's growth and acceleration allowed you to move into the nickel at times in certain packages. Do you see that as a value for the next level and where you want to be and what your role in the NFL might be? And do you want to play that more this year?
Yeah, I mean, this year, honestly, I just want to play wherever is going to help us win, honestly. Like, I don't really have like a preference, but I do sometimes think that like when I do get to the next level, that is where I'll end up playing, just strictly based off size. And that's fine with me. I don't have a problem with that. But yeah.
And Anna, we'll go to you for the final question.
Okay, I wanted to ask you about Landon King. I saw you guys are both from the same place in Texas. Did you know him prior to him coming here to Duke? Did you play a role? Not a role, but did you talk to him when he entered the portal? And just what's it like having him here at Duke?
Yeah, actually, me and Landon grew up together, like 4 or 5 years old. I've been knowing him since I was like 4 or 5. We played Little League together, like middle school together. Everything AAU wise, like we played together. So having him come here was very cool. Like we're both from the same city, like grew up together, played with each other all our life. But I'm gonna say I did not play a part in him coming here. I'm gonna say the coaches they had that 100%.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Shannon.
Thanks, everybody.